Hey, I'm Courtney Waterman, your tutor. Lover of anime, manga, and math. And you just tuned into another session of Tutor Me Sempai. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're jumping into a 9th grade topic, the degree of your polynomial. Now, if you're new to my channel, I put time codes in for this video in the description box below. So use it to skip ahead to whatever part of the video you think is most interesting. As always, if you have any questions about what we see today or even your own homework, you can always put in the comment box below or visit my Facebook page at Tutor Me Sempai and tell me all about it there. At the end of this video, I'll be linking my 9th grade playlist in which I cover a lot more topics. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stay tuned. This video is only going to have 2 parts, so leave a like, smash the subscribe button, and let's get started. So today we're going to be talking about how to identify the degree of your entire polynomial. But before we jump into the entire thing, let's talk about how to find the degree of a particular term in your polynomial, or in that case, a monomial. What's the degree of a monomial? So let's start with an easy one first. Let's say I gave you x to the 5th, and I ask you to find the degree of this x to the 5th. What would you tell me? Well, the degree for x to the 5th will simply be the exponent. So you would say 5. If I asked you to find the degree of y to the 4th, what would you tell me? Well, you would most likely end up telling me that the degree is going to be 4. It's the exponent. Now, these are simple ones, but let's say we turn up a notch. And you had something like this, x, y. You have 2 variables this time multiplied against each other in your one term. What would you then say the degree of this term would be? Well, if you told me 2, you'd be correct. And that's because what you want to do is identify the exponents in each variable and add them up. So you identify each variable's exponent and you sum them together. Notice we have x to the 1st and y to the 1st. So when you add those 2 exponents, you get 2. And this works for more variables than just 2. So let's say you had x, y, z, and it was 2, 3, and to the 4th power. What would then be your degree for this term? If you said 9, you would be correct because you're going to be doing 2 plus 3 plus 4. 5 plus 4 gives you 9. 2 plus 3 plus 4. You're adding up all of your exponents for each variable. So when you have a single term within your polynomial or a monomial, you can just look at the sum of the exponents. If you only have one, then just say that's your degree. But if you have more than one variable, you sum up the exponents of all of your variables. So remember to add them all up. So this is what you do if you want to find the degree of a particular term within your polynomial. But what happens if you want to find the degree of the entire polynomial? Let's jump into our next part and see exactly how we do that. Let's say you want to find the degree of your entire polynomial. There's only 2 things that you're going to need to do. There's 2 steps to make this happen. The first step is going to be to find the degree of each term in your polynomial. So you want to first find the degree of each term in your polynomial. That's your first step. After you find the degree of every term that you have, don't leave anyone out, every term that you have in your polynomial, you then want to find the highest degree among all of those degrees. So find the highest degree. Once you find the highest degree, you found the degree of your entire polynomial. So let's look at this very simple example here. If we were to apply step 1 to all of these terms, you would have what? 4, 2, 1. The degree of each term in your polynomial is going to be 4, 2, and 1. You have 4 for that exponent, 2 for that, and 1 for that. Now, if we wanted to apply step 2, what would we then do? Well, we see we have 4, 2, and 1. What's the highest among these degrees? 4 is the highest. So we would then say that 4 is going to be the degree of this polynomial. It's the highest degree among all of the terms. That's going to give you the degree of the entire polynomial. So this was a simple example, but let's say we have something a little bit more complicated. We have more variables. So let's say we have x, y plus x, y plus x, y plus x, y, and this is going to be 2, 3, this is going to be 5, 1, this is going to be 1, 3, this is going to be 4, 6. So it's a 4. Let's make sure I write that. 4, 6. And you want to find your first step, find the degree of each term in your polynomial. Well, what's going to be the degree of this term? Well, we sum up all of our exponents. So this is going to be 5. Sum up all of your exponents for this one. 6, 4, 10. So we found the degree of each term. 5, 6, 4, 10. Now, find your highest degree. Which one's going to be the highest? 10. 10 is going to be our highest degree. So when we're looking at a polynomial like this, we would say the degree of this polynomial is going to be 10. It's a very simple two-step process. First, find the degree of every term in your polynomial, then pick out the highest one. That's going to be the degree of your entire polynomial. So I hope you were able to follow along with today's video, and I hope you now understand how you can find the degree of your entire polynomial. However, if you have any questions about what you saw today, or even on homework, feel free to put it in the comment box below, or visit me on my Facebook page at Tutor Me Sempai and tell me all about it there. If you hadn't done so already, hit that like. It surely helps the channel by letting YouTube know that you found the video helpful. And if you found the video helpful, so can someone else. So leave a like, hit the notification bell, smash the subscribe button, and share the video with a friend. Well, that's all the time I have for today. I already hope this helped your homework and look forward to seeing you again next week. I'm Courtney, here's your playlist, and this has been another session of Tutor Me Sempai.